Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? So, I want to talk about my top 5 books for content creators. These are 5 books that have made a difference for me that I really love, and they influence my content creation, and I think they will influence yours as well. And if you stick around, I have a bonus book that just joined my library recently, and so I'm very excited to talk about that too. So, let's get started. I'll talk about the books and I'll tell you why they're so inspirational to me, and I hope that you find them helpful as well. All right. All right, here we go. I have to go and share. This is the part where I miss a button. Doggone it. There we go. Ta-da! All right, top 5 books. So these are top 5 books I recommend for content creators. The first one is Atomic Habits. It's about small changes and big results. Small changes and big results. And it's about building systems, not just goals. And it's about staying consistent even without motivation. So you create habits that you are repeatable. Like, for example, does anybody have to tell you to brush your teeth anymore? You know to brush your teeth, right? It's a habit. You do it every night. Well, if you do the same thing with systems and you create a system for content creation, then you too can be successful. This is why Atomic Habits is such an amazing book to me, and why I love it and I have enjoyed it. I've read it multiple times now because every time I do, it kind of reinforces and reminds me, hey, you need to be doing that. You know, that's cool stuff there. And so I do that, and it's really helpful. And I'm having one of those nights where things are just a little not quite like they ought to be, but that's okay. Isn't every night like that? Yeah. I was going to say, hey. Yeah, okay. It's blurry there, isn't it? Get off my screen. Run away. All right. Next up, my next book is... This is where it'd be nice if my canvas share put me back. All right. My next book is Storyworthy by Matthew Dix. This is Homework for Life. That Homework for Life is daily story ideas. Basically, you create a journal and you have to write down the things that happened in your day, bullet points. You just kind of, hey, things I'm grateful for, things that happen. And then these everyday events are endless content. You can use it to tell stories, and you can bring those stories into your videos. And stories connect deeper than facts. And so that's why Storyworthy is one of my favorite books. I've also read another book he has. He has like a book like Storyworthy for Business. It's a lot of the same stories. Matthew Dix has won like the Moth competition, storytelling competition, multiple times, and it's just phenomenal. Just love this book. It's such a great book. Next up is Save the Cat. So this is stories follow similar beats. It talks about how hook, and then tension, and then payoff. So the structure keeps viewers watching. So this is a very good companion to Storyworthy, where it talks through the whole kind of content creation process. In his case, he's writing scripts, and so he talks about story structure and how scripts work well together, and just puts it all together in a way that makes sense to me. And then I've tried to use that in my video creation, where I share a lot more of my stuff if I have stories that tie into what I'm talking about on that particular episode. Then I put that stuff out there, and so you guys see it. Next up, Superfans by Pat Flynn. So the concept is very simple. You are so much better off having fewer fans than you are to have a massive audience. Why? Because it's about connection. It's about connecting with you guys and you connecting with me. We're friends here. Our community has built up, and so many amazing, creators I'm friends with now because of this and because of content creation. And so it is so much better to just have a small audience of loyal people that are just amazing people than it is to have 10,000 people that you don't know at all and you have no connection with whatsoever. That's why they say that subscriber count means so little now, because it's all about community and connection. And so Superfans goes into details about that. And it also has some tips if you are running a business, which I am theoretically running a business, but I don't have any clue how to do that. All right. And then number 5, YouTube formula, Daryl Eves. Okay, so this book is a classic now. YouTube equals audience behavior engine. It goes into big times like it's not the algorithm, it's the viewers. It's the viewers are the algorithm. And, YouTube does do some guessing based off who your viewers are and what they think you might like and what you might watch. But yeah, and then focus on watch time and retention. Yeah, absolutely, because watch time and retention, click-through rate on your thumbnail and watch time and retention. The book goes into great detail about analytics. And then next up, experiment, analyze, and refine. So you go through these steps and you look and you see what works. And I've done videos where I've talked about the scientific approach, where you should be scientific in the way that you do things. You should just change one thing and see what happens. Like for example, on thumbnails, don't suddenly just do something drastic. Do minute changes to see if you can find what works for you. And so, yeah. But that's that. Those are my top 5. Now, I have a 6th one now, and I'll tell you why I like this. Find my share. Here we go. Canvas share. My new one is this book right here. Let's go back to full screen so you can see it. This book right here. This is my new book to add. It's number 6. I say, hey, why this book? Because it talks about how to achieve more while learning less. And really, what the point of this book is that we spend so much time researching and doing ideation, and we don't create. And so if you think you need to know every single thing there is to know before you can create a video, you will never, ever create a video. And so the whole point here is that learn as much as you need, but don't go down in rabbit holes. There's so many rabbit holes that I so easily go down. I have thousands of ideas now that I have put together using different AIs and throwing out ideas and then testing them and this kind of thing. Where are the videos? I just have to ask, where are the videos? And you haven't seen them yet, but they're starting. I'm starting to come out with them, but I am working harder to not get so deep into ideation and so much into research, because I want to be the expert on anything I talk about. And so I go to an extreme to learn everything I can. And it doesn't work out because in the end, I don't make the video. So, hey, let's go out and say hi to some folks. I see somebody out there, and it is Latif. Hey, Amy. Yep, I hope you're doing well. I said, yep, I'll be teaching again soon, but I wanted to say hello. Thanks so much for dropping by. I hope you are having a great night. Big Red in the house. How are you? Yes, a small group of fans equals a higher return of viewership. That is true. It also means that we've connected on a deeper level than somebody that just shows up for a few minutes and then disappears. So, yeah. Does scrubbing ahead count for against viewing time? So, sadly, when people speed up the video, it drops down the watch time. So, if I have a video that is 10 minutes long and you speed it up and you only watch 5 minutes of it, then because you sped it up, I only get credit for 5 minutes of watch time, even though it's a 10-minute video. Conversely, if you were to watch my video, my 10-minute video on half speed, I could get 15 minutes of watch time for a 10-minute video because you watched it slower than the original video. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. But actually, speeding forward through videos does not help a creator's watch time. I think Mr. Beast is okay, though. I think it's okay to scroll faster through his. And Mark Rober, I think he's doing okay, too. So, if you want to speed through those, that's fine. And if you speed through mine, tell me why. I'm okay with you speeding through, because if I am not giving you value all the way through and you have to speed it up to get that value, then so be it. Or if you use my channel markers to jump to the point in the video that makes sense to what you're looking for, I'm okay with that too, because I didn't waste your time and you're going to appreciate me more if I did not waste your time. Am I still anxious for watch time? Yes, all creators are, because That is a metric that YouTube measures us by, as to whether people should see our channel. But you can make up for it by doing things like liking or commenting on a video. Those are things also that indicate to YouTube, hey, I like that video. Let them know. So, David W. Ryan, how you doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. Yes, I decided to go earlier tonight. Stewart Video, how are you, sir? You didn't go live last weekend. I'm sure you announced it somewhere why, but I didn't see it. And I'm like, yeah, where'd Stewart go? So, yeah. Anyway. So, just to recap, my top 5 books. My top 6 books right now. I'm going to tell you. So, we'll go back through really, really quick for you guys that missed it. We're going to do it so fast. All right. Ta-da. Okay. So, here we go. Top 5 books for content creators. Atomic Habits, Small Changes, Big Results. You build systems, not just goals. Stay consistent even without motivation because you built up habits. Next up, Storyworthy, Homework for Life. So that idea of jotting down things that happen in your day, because those can be story ideas. It's like a journal, but you are writing things down that happen to you. This could be sources for future videos. It could be sources for anything you work on. Everyday events equals endless content. And he has some amazing true stories in there, because one thing about the moth competition, it has to be a true story. And it has to be about you and how you changed because of something that happened. You should follow that same model. And stories connect deeper than facts. I like to do facts, but I want to have stories that connect you with those facts. And so this has been a very inspirational book to me. Next up, Save the Cat. It's about script writing, but also it tells you the pieces that you need to make your content more interesting, whether you're writing a script, whether you're doing a YouTube video, whether you're writing a book, and then structure keeps viewers watching. So if you put the pieces together correctly, you can keep people watching. And then you got Superfans, the concept that it's better to have fewer fans who are true fans than it is to have a massive audience where you know nobody. I prefer right here you folks, because you're here and I know you and we've hung out together either in real life or virtually, and so you guys are fantastic. I feel so supported. I would rather have you guys than to have a bunch of people I don't even know in the chat. And then it's about building lasting relationships and providing personal touches, and that can only be done through relationship. And so, yeah, I completely agree with that. Next up, the YouTube formula. Yeah, this is a required reading now. I will say there are some elements I don't think 100% fit the new world of YouTube, but it is not dramatically far away from that. But it just makes a big deal about how there is an algorithm, but the thing that really drives the algorithm is the viewers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as David Ryan says, it's required. It should be required reading. Focus on watch time and retention, and then experiment, analyze, refine. So I've talked on this channel so many times about being scientific in the things that you do. Change one thing and see what the results are. That way, it's repeatable. If you change 10 things and you don't know what the one thing is that made a difference, you're going to change 10 things next time. And then your results may vary because you didn't know what you changed that made a difference. And then last, lean learning. Why lean learning? Because this is for the people like me who research things to the nth degree and do nothing because they spent so much time researching. I will do so much ideation. I will do so many thumbnails, and I will get so focused on that I literally run out of time to make videos. And so this book really emphasizes getting just the information you need to make the videos that you need, so that you are not stuck in knowledge gathering mode and far away from creative mode. So if you're a content creator, this is a great book to get you if you get stuck and you, like me, you procrastinate because I got to know everything there is to know about this topic. Everything. Or else nobody's going to watch my video. How will they know? Are books you recommend? Yes. Every one of those books are available as an audiobook. Of those books, though, I do not recommend the YouTube Secrets book as an audiobook. Why? Because it's got a lot of graphics and a lot of information in it. And I think that book, you need to have a hardcover so you can reference back to it. Because for a while there, I kept looking back. I do have the audiobook of that book, but then I realized I need a paper copy. But the others are absolutely great. I've listened to all of those as audiobooks. Every single one of those books that I mentioned, I've listened to as audiobooks. I even listened to this one. I won a free copy of this through an eCam competition, and then I got the audiobook because and this is not sponsored. I'm not buds with Pat Flynn. I really do like this book, and I own every single book I talked about. I bought it myself. I bought the audiobook for Lean Learning. Every single one of those books, the audiobook is better, so go with it. YouTube formulas should be required reading for anyone with a channel. Yes, I completely agree with that. There is another one, YouTube Secrets by Sean Cannell. I was disappointed. It talks down. It talks down to you. And I do not like a book that talks down to me. You know, I mean, it said that older creators shouldn't even bother trying. I am an older creator. I don't know what younger is, but I'm an older creator for sure. I need lean learning for my everyday life dealing with ADHD. Yeah, I agree. You know, and it's, David, that's me. I spend too much time researching. I can go down a rabbit hole so much. Yep, I just got lean learning and Save the Cat on Audible. Yes. I love both those. I loved all these books. I've listened to them multiple times because they were so well presented as well. It's just good narration in these books too. And that's the thing. I've gotten a book that had so much promise, and the narration was just terrible. The person reading it was terrible. It was bad. You know, you should get your money back. Now, Audible is doing books with AI, and I'm having a challenge with it. It just doesn't feel natural. I know it's going to get better and we won't care, but right now it doesn't feel natural. So now, I don't know if you noticed or not, I released a video yesterday. I would love for you to go and watch a new sprint series I'm doing. Part 1 came out yesterday. Part 2 comes out on Thursday, and Part 3 comes out on Monday of next week. I literally did a YouTube sprint. They're very short, very quick videos, and I think you will enjoy them. I do my humble best to be entertaining, but yet present great information at the same time. And so I would be humbled. My call to action for this video is for you to go and watch the first video that came out yesterday. And I said the second one in the series will come out. There is a playlist. Let's go to my channel. Put a playlist. I put a playlist out there for it. It's at the top, but the other 2 videos have not come out yet. They are coming out, but they haven't come out yet. They will, I swear. Yep. Playlist. Yep. Okay, so. Look, if people are leaving your videos in the first 30 seconds, that's not YouTube's fault. Look, if people are leaving your videos in the first 30 seconds, that's not YouTube's fault. That is your fault. So and I'm going to talk about ways you can fix it. Okay, so watch those videos. I really appreciate it. And that's it. That's our show for tonight. I hope that you will go and get these books. If you are a member of a library, libraries are a great way to get a copy of that book to read it without having to pay for it. So, you know, do what you got to do to get these books in your life. Libraries even often Audible or ebook type things, and audiobooks as well. So, all right, everybody have a wonderful and great night, and I thank you so much for coming by.
Video. And if you will deliver fast,
there's an amazing
they're
video
out, man.
right here.
Imagine Stranger Things
you should watch it.
starting off with small talk.
You should go watch it. All right, that's it. That's our show. Good night. Good night, everybody. Bye.